Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. It is I and Eldest, and today we're looking at r/KidsAreStupid, a subreddit in which we can go back in time and look at the mind and the innocence and stupidity that we once had, and maybe still have. Sometimes I wonder if I'm just as stupid as a kid. Boy, I hope I don't. But at the moment, we can just pretend we are smart geniuses and look back at the ones that are not smart geniuses. I really am trying to drag on this intro. Let's begin. So it's just a big brother burping the baby. Okay.
She pooped.
Oh, that's so beautiful. I just like how he just drops the baby like, nope, don't want that. She pooping, that means I don't love her anymore. She's not my sister anymore. Or YouTube shorts in a nutshell. Haha, you're so funny, Dylan. Please note stick me liked if you agree. I agree with you. Same. Wait, no. How to delete comment? This is embarrassing. Please tell. Kid realized they didn't go into their old account and now are completely embarrassed. Oh, that poor kid. He just wanted to be noticed. Hey, you know what? In a way, child plankton profile pic, you did get noticed. Just not in the way you probably want it to be. But hey, you did get noticed. So this one is just called Good Job. That's it.
You may get your nose one time, and then I'll give it back to you. Okay? Okay? Let me grab it real quick. Here it is. Look, there's your nose. Yeah. Yeah.
Good job.
Good job.
Good job. You got it. You got it. Good job.
Aw, that's actually sweet. Yeah, that's adorable. It's not like she cried about it. A lot of these videos where they do the nose trick, they end up crying or screaming, but this girl was impressed. She's just like, oh my god, I am witnessing god-like powers. Good job, ma'am. Kids are fucking savages as well. Remembering that one time in kindergarten where I gave the invitation to my birthday to my teacher who handed them out. After noticing not everyone got one girl asked why she didn't get one. I replied, because I don't like you. I wish I still had that level of confidence. Yes, I wish I was confident enough to be rude at 5 years old. But they do have a point though, because when you're a kid, you don't understand that some things you say could be rude or could be insensitive, so you just say whatever pops into your mind. And then when you get older, you become more aware of things, and you just get anxiety and you actually care what other people think. So I don't know if kids have more confidence, they just are too stupid enough not to be aware of these things. But at the same time, I kind of do wish I had that moment where I could just go back to those days. I remember when I was 6, I got a hold of my dad's ID and it had an expiration date. Spent 3 hours crying because I thought that was when he was set to die on that date. When he asked me why I was crying, and I didn't tell him because I was scared he was going to cry as well. Oh no. That is adorable. Oh, no, honey, that's not what the expiration date. It just means when we have to go back to the state and get another one and just takes more time out of our day to do so. That's funny. That's funny. My mom got fired from her job when I was little, and I cried because I thought that meant they were going to light her on fire. When I was 6, my parents told me I had a doctor appointment, so I would leave early from school to get a shot, and I thought it meant that I was going to the doctor to literally get shot. If that was the case, if you literally went to the hospital to get shot, I would actually see where anti-vaxxers were coming from. But thankfully, as a kid, we do not think straight, just as anti-vaxxers. My cousin one time was singing a song and I heard it on the radio the next day. I was so proud of him thinking it was his song. How disappointed I was when I found out people were allowed to sing songs they didn't write. No, I really used to think artists was lined up at the radio station singing this song live. You know what? The second tweet, I used to think that too. I used to think many things were live. You know what was probably one of the most stupidest thing I thought? iCarly was one of my favorite Nickelodeon shows growing up, and I thought that show was live. Like the web show was performed actually live, and I always was wondering like how impressive it was that they changed clothes so fast, not realizing that it was all recorded and edited and put all together. I really didn't understand TV, but for some reason I thought iCarly was live. Just iCarly. That's my full disclosure of stupidity. When I was a kid, my mom had a bleeding ulcer and couldn't move. My bro and I called 911 and the ER came to get her. She was admitted, then was sent home with a clean bill of health. A few days later, I called 911 to tell them she was doing much better in case they wanted to know. That is sweet. That is sweet. That's not stupid. That's just adorable. And I think that's considerate because when it comes to like the 911 operators, they don't always get an update what happens to the emergency calls they make. Now, of course, I doubt you could actually call the exact same one, ironically, twice in a row. But, they don't always get to know. So if you happen to upon the same one, or in the same facility, they could be the person like, yeah, they're all good, and they can just have one little piece of mind that they're all right. But I think that's adorable. That's adorable. When I was like 5, I was in the car with my mom and she was drinking a water bottle. I thought that was drinking and driving, so I proceeded to tell everybody that my mom drinks and drives all the time. You nearly went to foster care. Oh no. Okay, that is actually stupid. That is actually stupid. But you know what? You were being very considerate and smart. You now know at age 5 not to drink and drive. So when it comes to the time where you're old enough to drink, you're not going to drink and drive. I think, all things considered, this is a win. You were being dumb, but also at the same time being smart because you know that it's illegal to drink and drive. So, semi-win. Semi. Actually, that was one thing that annoyed me as a kid, is that I was always taught you should never text and drive. And my parents would always text and drive, and I'd be like, you're 8 times more likely to get in an accident texting and driving than being drunk. And they would get so annoyed every time my brother would tell them that, so they literally would always just hand the phone to us when they wanted to text something. And they were annoyed, but I was happy. I was smart. I think. Today, a first grader told me that she doesn't need to learn what I'm teaching because she wants to be a pineapple when she grows up. You know what? I agree. If you want to be a pineapple, you don't need to learn math. All you need to know is how to be sweet and stand still and grow on a tree. If only it was that easy to just grow up and literally turn into things you want. I could just picture just a child hitting 18 and then boop, they're a pineapple now. That is funny. 12-year-old notes from first day of class. Classroom rules. 1. Sit up. 2. No cherry pits. 3. Use your whole brain or something. I don't know. I was drawing when she said. You know what? That's funny. I think that's cute. That's more cute than stupid. Use your whole brain or something. That is actually good logic. That is a good rule. Use your brain when you do something. We should use our brains. There's nothing wrong with telling people to use your brain. But then they said they didn't know what they were drawing when she said that. My 7-year-old daughter just asked me, how old were you when you were a kid? I said, I was 1, 2, 3, 4, all of those ages. Then she said, no! How old were you when you were my age? I said, 7. Then she proceeded to have a fit. No! When you were a kid! No, you can't be any other ages. What age were you? You can't be all the ages I was. When you were a kid, what ages you were, but not the ages that I was. Because you can't be the same age I was when I was a kid. It's impossible. It doesn't make any sense. When I was a kid, I tried to copy paper. I put a blank sheet of paper in the copier and thought it would make more paper. Oh boy, if only it could work that way. then we would never have to pay, you know, we wouldn't have to go to the store and buy more paper. You know, I wish it worked that way. Get copy your paper. But unfortunately, no. Now, good try though. Wow, you made it to the end of the video. That's great, amazing. If you like what you see here, subscribe and leave a like. I post videos as often as I can. And as always, don't know why I'm shaking my head like that, but as always, till next time, bye-bye.